And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk channel. Got a good show lined up for today. I'm going to show you how banking giant JP Morgan is working with Ripple partner Apple. Yes, Ripple partner Apple. I got half of a Monster drink in there. Sugar-free Monster, and it's grape, and it tastes kind of weird. It must be food color dye number 7. What we got going on? Let me show you this article here. This will be our first article. I want you to see it. I've got evidence, of course. Both JP Morgan and Apple are Ripple partners, by the way. I'll show you that. I always show you. Always got to have proof on this channel. That's how we do it. It's how I've always done it at all my past jobs. Evidence, proof, win the case. All right. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Everything on the show is a lie. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. You're best off just not even watching the channel. But before you leave and you get kicked off, hit the like button. All right. I want you to look right here. We're seeing a shift. Oh, by the way, I talked about the Bank for International Settlements on my last show. This is very important. I talked about how the Bank of International Settlements is the bank of all banks, and Ripple is a partner of them. On my show, I think it was Ronbo. I can't seem to find it anymore. It was weird. I just saw it like 5 minutes ago, and now it's gone. I clicked on a link that he shared, and now I don't even see that comment. Very bizarre, isn't it? Just all of a sudden did a disappearing act. Let me try to look in another place real quick. This one was kind of important. Let me try this. We go to YouTube Studio. Well, I won't spend a lot of time. I'm just taking a little peek here. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. You're going to have to just take my word, all right? Remember, everything's a lie in this program. Okay, look. I was talking about the BIS, Bank for International Settlements. We know Ripple's involved. We know from the articles that I read last night, or like 12 hours ago, or whatever it was, we read that they're coming up with they recommend smart global crypto regulations rather than a ban on crypto. Okay. That's to summarize the article. And it's a good thing we have regulations because all the rug pulls and all this dumb shit's going to go away. Now, if you're in the right crypto, you're going to be crazy rich. Okay. Now, the BIS, Ronbo gave me like a 1-minute clip, or was it 30 seconds? Whatever it was. Check this out. Of the BIS, I forgot who the speaker was because I don't have the article anymore, but it was from the BIS, and they said this: by the end of the year, holler if you hear me, by the end of the year, we will have crypto regulations for securities and DeFi regulations in with regards to securities transactions. Now, that's, oh my God, that's like unimaginable. That's what they said. Somebody else wants to send me that clip and put it on the top chat or whatever. I don't know where it's at. It was from Mr. Rambo got it from somebody, and I wanted to give that other person's show credit because they were able to take a whole big speech and just find the important part that took 30 seconds. He probably watched the whole speech for an hour and found that 30 seconds or that 1 minute clip that just is golden. But the Bank for International Settlement says by the end of the year. Now we know what's going to happen is the rich people get rich first, then we get rich later. Okay, that's how it works. So you're going to have, I think what they meant was the BIS is going to have regulations for all the stock markets, derivatives, swaps, everything, all that trading shit that I don't even know anything about. I think that's what they meant is all the exchanges, stock exchange kind of things, securities, commodities will all have their crypto regulations by the end of the year. Eventually it's coming down to us. Okay. So that's what I actually heard the BIS guy say. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh, damn, by the end of the year. That's why, if you look now, have you noticed all the crazy shit just starting to go down all of a sudden, right? We got places burning up. I have on my social media some explosions were going on with some oil or gas country. I don't know where it was. But you got fires burning out in different parts of the world. I'm seeing a lot of crazy shit happening. We have an election coming up, which is going to fuel this sucker. Anytime you have elections, you're going to have a lot of instability, a period of instability. This all makes, then you got what? The beer flu, lockdowns coming. Like, I'm going to a grocery store. I'm going to not wear a fucking mask. I know it's probably, they don't have to serve me. I might just put the mask on when I go up to the register. If they don't allow me to pay because I didn't wear a mask, fuck it. I'm holding that register hostage. Nobody's getting any fucking groceries at that register until I pay for my shit. That's how I'm fucking doing it. Costco, whatever. They can't call the cops can't do a fucking thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I already made up my mind. Fuck this shit. I will stop payment of my gym membership. I work out at fucking home. I'm not wearing a mask. It's not going to happen. Okay. Hoo-wee. I will go to the mall where I live. I'm not wearing a mask. Store security touches me, I'll bust some faces in. Okay. They don't have a right to fucking touch me. If they touch me, green light to get their face rearranged. And I'm not a licensed plastic surgeon, okay? It's going to be a very messy job. Now, let's get to this article right here. JP Morgan offers merchants tap to pay on iPhone. JP Morgan is rolling out support for Apple's tap to pay. I want you to see right here, JP Morgan's now coming in. Apple is going to see what I'm showing you is for the past few years, they've all been kind of secretly applying for patents, working on this, joining whatever. It's kind of like how Russia invaded Ukraine. That's the new thing nowadays. You send a battalion of soldiers to a boundary, to a border. You wait a week or two, you send another. You wait a week or two, you send another. And then over the period of 6 months, you've got like 1 million or 2 million soldiers, something, right? It happens real slow. Then when Russia was asked, hey, are you going to invade Ukraine? No, we're just doing exercises and, calisthenics, kind of warming up and shit, right? Then all of a sudden, then they asked the ambassador, are you planning on invading? Oh, no. Let me tell you something. I'm not waiting for soldiers to line up on my boundary. They're going to get fucking smoked right away. I already know. It's like, well, it's going to be a Russian. You're already going to have a Russian conflict. Just fucking start taking them out, dude. Start taking them the fuck out. You know what's going to happen. Okay, quit playing this game where, I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to be the first one to start the conflict. Oh, man. The fuck that shit. I'll start a conflict if I have to. I'm not gonna get got, all right? I see motherfuckers line up my border. It's done. They're getting smoked. It's just how it's gonna get. It's gonna be a drone smoke, smoking by Jove, just like my show. Now let's get back into character. JP Morgan is rolling out support for Apple's Tap to Pay to its US merchants. They're going to start with the beauty giant Sephora, the first retailer out of the gate. Okay, let's go over this and look at the bigger picture. I'm not just reading news right here. I'm showing you big picture and how this is rolling out, okay? The company itself is irrelevant. It doesn't fucking matter what matters is what is really going on here. You have Apple, which is a Ripple partner since 2013. No other program has shown you that relationship except mine. I'm going to show you the proof here in a minute. I'm going to show you a 2013 web page with Apple as a Ripple partner, and you'll be like, damn, Crypto Hawk, I didn't know that. Yeah, nobody knows that except my channel, all right? That's why I'm Crypto Hulk. Alrighty then, that felt pretty good. JP Morgan is a Ripple partner. I'm going to show you that in a minute when you see the relationship with Al Farhad Exchange. Oh yes. So JP Morgan has already linked up with Al Farhad Exchange. This was all done. What date was this? Almost a year ago. Okay. Why is this important, Crypto Hawk? Why you talk about Abu Dhabi, Punjabi, Al Mahad? Okay, look. This is very important because in that part of the world, the Muslim people understand what the fuck's going on. All right. And what's going on is JP Morgan comes into a crypto friendly country. JP Morgan comes in. You wonder why is JP Morgan joining up with some Al Farhad Exchange? Well, because they're a Ripple partner. And Ripple's running this fucking world. And Al Farhad Exchange isn't just some random shit. No, they're a Ripple partner. That means they're one of the chosen ones. JP Morgan knows this. Otherwise, see, JP Morgan tried to create a Ripple. They fucking failed. It's called Onyx. It's a failure, okay? Yes, it's mentioned in different studies or whatever. Yeah, so is Ethereum. We know that's a pile of shit too. So JP Morgan knows they need to get on the Ripple train, like Rosie Rios said. The train has left the station. They need to get on that train before it takes off. That's why JP Morgan joins Al Farhad Exchange. But let me continue with this article. And then I'm going to show you that you'll see the big picture on what's really going on. So you got JP Morgan, Ripple partner, joins Apple, who's a Ripple partner. And they're having something called Tap to Pay. And actually, you'll be able to just use your phone and there won't be any tapping, okay? This is how crypto will be moved. This is how value will be moved in the future. You'll have your phone. Everybody knows this stuff, but I'm just telling you the brand new people that don't know, all right? Remember, I got like the recruiting station, 1970 legend on my show. So we have a recruiting office. So I got lots of people joining this channel every month. And unfortunately, a lot of them are kicked off by YT. That's how it works. I got even family members sometimes that are kicked off because of YT. I know because they tell me. Tap to Pay. Apple has been working on the feature for about 3 years now. Okay. Apple bought a company it's a Canadian company called MobiWave. The head of payments at JP Morgan says enhancing the ability for consumers to pay with their preferred method of payment. Are you hearing me on this? Listen now closely. We're seeing right now, remember, we're not paying in dollars anymore. We're moving away from that. that will cause the destruction of the value of the American dollar, which will send us into a recession. A global recession is going to happen because the whole world's built on the dollar. And anytime there's a change of power, there's instability. And instability causes price fluctuation, and price fluctuation causes chaos. Okay. Right here, the JP Morgan person says, now look, JP Morgan is all about Ripple and XRP. So does Apple. Apple's been a customer of Ripple's for 10 years. They know what Ripple is, and I'm going to use the term Ripple and XRP interchangeably, because when the Ripple project first started in 2004, something almost no channel acknowledges. Since 2004, there's been a Ripple project. And as that project moved on, when the first Ripple came about, the crypto, it's called a ripple. And when you had more than one, it was ripples. So when I use the term interchangeably, I'm interchanging it semantically, okay? Not use-wise, but I'm just using that as a general term semantically, just saying. Ripple or XRP is the same thing. Ripples is more than one ripple. Got it? That's my lexicon that I'm using. The original intention was to have one ripple and then many ripples. So I'm going with the roots of the organization, okay? So when Ripple XRP, that's why I call it that. When Ripple XRP, you've got JP Morgan here, and they say, what? They're trying to help consumers pay with their preferred method of payment. So we've gotten away from customers paying with dollars. Anytime you do anything international, it's all in dollars. That we're moving away from that. But what's important here is JP Morgan knows, they know damn well what Ripple is. It's interchangeable. It's a bridge currency. You can start off paying with dollars and it can end up with rubles. That's why they're saying that there's no other cryptos that are doing this except the X cryptos, okay? None of these others have platforms that are interoperable with all the others. Yeah, you might have a Bitcoin platform or something, right? But it's only interoperable with Bitcoin. Got it? Well, what if I don't want fucking Bitcoin? What if I don't want the Chinese yuan? I can't use China's platform because you have to trade in the yuan. What if, see, here's what JP Morgan gets. Here's what Apple, they get it, okay? You use an interoperable platform, guess what? Then everybody can use that whatever money you want to fucking use, all right? That's why JP Morgan says here, with their preferred method of payment is part of our broader customer-centric approach. The JP Morgan deal will make the technology available to its vast number of clients, including small to mid-size enterprises. Guess what? That's stellar right there, okay? Small to mid-size, that's stellar. XLM, you need to buy that shit too. XRP, XLM, and XDC are your three main cryptos. It says here, the solution means our merchants don't need to worry about certain pain points like card reader, Bluetooth connectivity, terminal power charging, or manually entering card information. So you got JP Morgan in here. Now, what's with Sephora? Why are we having a retailer like a women's makeup hair play? I've been in there a couple times, looking around, and not quite the high-tech giant, is it? So one would ask, well, what's with Sephora? How is Sephora the first one? Well, we're dealing with makeup and hair. Not quite the business. If it has a snafu, it's not going to really put a dent in the universe, all right? So you pick somebody. KB Toy Store. Oh, they're out of business. Shows my age. But let's pick something like Party City. Okay. It could have been Party City. Like, will the world end if Party City has a virus or catches a snafu in their payment? No, no one fucking cares. The Halloween store could have been the first one to go with Apple and JP Morgan. Why? Because that shit's only relevant. The Halloween store is only relevant around Halloween. So if they have a fucking problem, so that's the same thing with Sephora. Like, nobody cares about that fucking store, all right? Unless you're trying to get some new makeup or some shit, or I don't know what these girls want to buy there, but whatever fucking shit they want to get. That's why Sephora is picked. Let me check a comment, and we'll go to the next article that relates to this. Douglas, Dylan Parlett, Hulk needs no makeup. Too pretty. Oh, Digital Aspect gave 5 Crypto Hulk memberships. Cooper Boy was one. That name sounds familiar. I think they've already gotten a membership before. Hip Flask is 2. Irvin Brooks is 3. And I'm not seeing. We got 3 of them. So we'll have to see which of the 4 and 5 comes in. Matt 59754. Carpathian Eagle, Mr. Hulk, I hope people heed the warnings. Time is running out fast. A reset is coming, and it's not good. God bless us and help us. Cheers, Hulk. Ed Doxy, thanks, Hulk. My young guys are more educated now than any group I know. Makes me smile. Bravo. Well, you got a great teacher here who is able to have great material. That's how greatness happens. It's not practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice makes perfect. Got it? I follow in that line. Bernard, thanks for that donation. Like, anybody can fucking practice, right? You can practice the wrong fucking shit. Let's say you got to go to the Olympics. It's not how hard you work. It's how perfectly trained you are, and you work as hard as you can. If you don't have all the equipment, if you don't have perfect practice, you won't make perfect. You'll just make somebody who's worked a lot, and you might get average results or even horrible results. It's perfect practice. It's the same thing with your crypto news channel like mine. Citrus, thank you for that donation there. Appreciate it. Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much for that. I'm just looking through the top chat. Richard Saunders was given a membership by MC Prosperity. So that's probably from last night. Oh, wait, no. He just started right now, gave 5 away. Richard Saunders got a membership by MC Prosperity. Douglas Parlett. Wait. No, it was Richard Saunders only. Got a membership. And then Ryan Parsley. Okay. Now, we got done with that article. We talked about the Sephora. Here's just a quick article. I'm not going over it about JP Morgan. Let me do a copy and a paste. Now, here's the JP Morgan article. Ripple Partner and JP Morgan joined forces in the United Arab Emirates. I want you to see this. Now I want you to understand this, okay? Let's try to understand something here. You got Ripple, which is an American company, which I believe it's the American government, really. But let's just not discuss that right now. Ripple Partner. So imagine a United States company, and they have a software program stuff. Then you got, listen to this. Now imagine this. You got a Ripple. Ripple's an American company with a revolutionary project, the Ripple Project, which its name started in 2004. Yeah, Ripple has an amazing project, and they're rolling it out to the whole world right now. You got J.P. Morgan, who's been in America for a couple hundred years, who helped start the United States Federal Reserve. They announce J.P. Morgan. So imagine that they're both American companies, right? Why is it that J.P. Morgan didn't just join Ripple and work with them? Why are they joining some Al Fardan in exchange? Does this make any sense? I've never heard anybody ask this question. Now, the minute I heard this about a year ago, I'm just kind of wondering, why would J.P. Morgan go to United Arab Emirates when they can just walk over to, there's a J.P. Morgan in San Francisco where Ripple is. There's one there. Why wouldn't anybody from J.P. Morgan, like the branch manager, like the United States division chief of J.P. Morgan or something, why wouldn't they just walk over to Ripple and say, hey, what are you guys doing over here? What's the fucking deal, right? And then they study and say, hey, come on over to J.P. Morgan and hook us up. Why would they go to the United Arab Emirates, talk with some foreign company? Is this making any sense? Because it's not making sense to me. That's how I know there's some bullshit going off right now. Right now. So why would JP Morgan just fly overseas to a Muslim country, find an exchange called Al Fardan, and join them that use Ripple technology? Anybody got an answer for this dumb shit? Because I'm just not getting it. Maybe my IQ is a little bit too low for this one. Doesn't it seem kind of like something ain't right? Right now, says BS, or says Stephen Morris, but he's calling bullshit. Exactly. This doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm here for. Maybe to keep Ripple under the radar to the masses. Right? CryptoHawk's channel is hugely underrated and overly shadow banned by the dumb shits working at YT. Sean Wright, thank you for the donation to the channel. So that's all I'm going to really say about that. Now, let me get into the point where I show proof, because everybody wants proof. And I'm going to refer y'all to myself. I'm going to show you crypto. I'm going to prove to you something with my own show. I reference myself. Here's the particular show I'm talking about. I want you to go to the 8-second mark. Go to the 8-second mark. While we're waiting for you to go to the 8-second mark, I'm showing you a 2013 Ripple Labs webpage. 2013, it says, meet the team. This is a website that Ripple certainly took down after somebody way up top realized, hey, you got to get rid of this website like now. Why? Well, we see the early partners of Ripple. The first one, guess what, is Apple. Apple. Okay? Apple's been a Ripple partner for 10 years. And you notice how the JP Morgan bank, we were just talking about this article, is rolling out support for Apple's tap to pay. Bam, there's the connection right there. So I've shown you with proof how JP Morgan is a Ripple partner, and so is Apple. Apple's been one for like 13 years, or 10 years actually. You won't find that in other channels. They don't have any clue about that. They just have Udemy courses and other kind of master classes to try to sell you. Pathetic. All right, how we doing as far as time? Well, we're at the 30-minute mark. I got a little bit more to go. Let's see, I got 5 more articles, but I'm going to pick which ones I want to read. Okay, we'll start with this one for all the Ethereum people. My show's open to everybody to watch. You could be completely lost in investing in Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's fine. You can still watch the show. I just won't let you say dumb shit comments and stuff. Here's the title to this one. 10 crypto incidents in the last week, resulting in nearly $20 million being lost. There were 10 crypto incidents of theft in the past week. The thefts hit what's called Hexagate, Tsunami, Metis, SEI Network, Rocket Swap, and more, revealing broad vulnerabilities. Here we go. Listen to this. Ethereum. You know what? Any kind of like theft that goes on in the world, it's always like with Ethereum. Makes you wonder why. Oh, that's right. Maybe because Vitalik Buterin and his co-workers helped out the Chinese and the North Koreans. Ethereum's chief engineer had to go to jail for helping out the North Koreans. Vitalik Buterin, for a while, was head of the Chinese Blockchain Association. Just thought I'd put that out there. That's not concerning at all. Inspector General, you don't have to ever investigate that. And SEC, you don't even have to investigate it either. It's okay. We trust Vitalik and the Chinese and the North Koreans. It's okay. Reports from the Slow Mist reveal a concerning trend in security incidents over the past week. There's been a lot of vulnerabilities. The incident spanned various protocols and platforms, highlighting the breadth of the challenges. Notably, the Hexagate platform experienced a single MEV-bot, MEV space, and then bot, leading to losses of around $200,000. Here we go. Ethereum, so here we go. Ethereum's Tsunami protocol fell victim. People lost 1,100 Ethereum at whatever protocol platform that was. Next, further turmoil followed with hackers targeting Ethereum scaling solution, Metis official Twitter account, and the Discord server of the SEI network. See, let me tell you something, everybody. You got all these fucking retards out there with all their little channels and all their little geek boys. Oh, I want to make some money. I have a degree in computer science, and I'm just so smart. I want to invest in all this cool. I like this cool techie shit, man. I want to get jiggy with it, and I want to do all this investment stuff and make all this money so I can get bitches. And I want to get out in Twitter Spaces and show everybody how much I know. And then your ass gets hacked and you lose it all and you look like a fucking dumb shit. I hear these dumbasses on these different internet chat things and they're all, yeah, and this and that API and they know all this fucking shit, right? But their stupid asses get hacked. Wow. Rocket Swap a project within the base ecosystem suffered an attack. And Ethereum is mixed up in this too. Next one, there was a Swirland lending protocol. 2.9 million missing from there, 1.7 million missing from Linnea. That was, let's look at this next one. The Exactly protocol, a DeFi lending. See, look, don't get mixed up in lending. Look, all these fucking dumbasses on these different YouTube shows or other platforms try to get you to get into lending. What, are you serious? You're going to lend to XRP? I'm just saying they're lending other dumb shit. They're lending dumb shit crypto. Look, everybody, just use your fucking brains. Look, don't do a fucking thing. Okay. Yes, there's going to be that one or two people that make $1 million lending. Okay, great. You're not that person. You will never be that person. So what I want you to do, get a hardware wallet, lock your shit up, put it in a Faraday bag, and wait. I know that doesn't sound exciting. I know. You're going to have to calm that ADD down, aren't you? Because you just got to do, I got to land, I got to do something. All these people out there making all this money. I can't miss out. You're one of the dumb people that's going to get busted and lose all your shit, okay? It's just how it works. It's okay. You can be bored. You can wait. Suck your thumb or something like you used to when you're 8 years old, okay? You should have stopped when you were like 2, but your mom let you until you're like 8 or 10. You're one of those kind of kids. Here they're talking about Made by Apes. SAASY Labs was also exposed. Your information was exposed. Like it's a Exactly protocol. Ethereum hack. 7,000 Ethereum were lost. There's some other protocols, but it's basically Ethereum. So what lesson do we learn from this? Don't do a fucking thing. I've been saying this shit for 3 years, right? 3 fucking years saying the same thing. Don't do a thing. Crypto Hulk, how do I get rich? By not doing anything. Buy the shit that you need. Don't do a fucking thing after that. That's all that there is. But you see, those other shows have to have some kind of what appears to be excitement. So you go there and think, oh, they're doing something here. Yeah, they're getting wrecked. That's what they're doing. Okay. Next. Oh, we're gonna love this one about China. China and their social credit score. Naughty, naughty. China to introduce a new social credit system for the metaverse. According to Cointelegraph, China expects to implement a system akin to its social credit system in the metaverse and other online virtual worlds. With insights from Politico published in August, Chinese Mobile, a state-owned telecom, has proposed a digital ID. It is expected this digital ID needs to be used by all metaverse and online virtual world users working with natural characteristics and social characteristics. Oh, well, let's see what this is all about. We already know it's going to be fucked up. The proposal is expected, listen to this, to keep the order and safety of the virtual world. Oh, yeah. Supposedly, the ID from China would maintain personal information and identifiable signs, including a person's job, and suggest that such data needs to be permanently stored and shared with authorities. Oh, really? It is expected that if the bill is passed, it could majorly influence telecoms, and tech firms. Furthermore, it is believed that the International Telecommunication Union Metaverse Group is planning to develop new standards for metaverse services. Well, isn't that something? So now the world is going to start adapting to this. Chinese social control is what it is. I'm sure glad the telecommunication union is going to go for it and join them. That's just fucking brilliant. So there's another thing I'm not looking forward to. Now, this article, oh man, this one's kind of neat. United Arab Emirates. Let's look at this one. We're going to have a little fun. Some of you are looking for another place to live, like myself. And if you're not, I don't care. It's your life, it's not mine. Robert Driscoll had to pay a late fee, and it worked out good. Let's fly over to the United Arab Emirates, shall we? Here's a beautiful picture right here. Wow, now the picture looks good. I'm gonna try to dream a little bit here. I know it's hot as fuck over there, and it's there's good and bad wherever you live. Okay. One of the ways, this article is dated August 19th. United Arab Emirates has a golden visa program. It allows global citizens to call Emirates their own home. This is very interesting. From the picture I'm looking at, I like what I see. I see water, I see boats, I see homes practically on the water. Couple big condo buildings here. Kind of digging it so far. One of the ways to become a citizen of the United Arab Emirates and to be able to call the Emirates one home is to obtain a United Arab Emirates golden visa. The United Arab Emirates remains a popular destination for internationals. Rich people from various nations are eager to move to the United Arab Emirates to live, to stay, and to work. United Arab Emirates is a federation of 7 emirates consisting of Abu Dhabi, the capital, and it lists a bunch of countries that I cannot pronounce. One way to become a citizen of the United Arab Emirates and to call the Emirates home is to get a golden visa. I'm going to skip below the ad. The United Arab Emirates has made numerous changes to its immigration policy in order to become the world's immigration center. They don't want broke people, folks, to get this. They're not going to. With a population of over 3.8 million, Indians account for 38% of UAE population. Well, that's a small country. I might be able to dig that. As long as they don't have a bunch of border hoppers crossing over, right? Unlike in other Gulf nations, a holder of a golden visa can remain in the United Arab Emirates without the support of a sponsor or job. Well, that's me. I could move there right now. The maximum stay outside the UA is unlimited. So you could stay one day a year there. Residence valid is unlimited. Previously, visa holders were required to return to the United Arab Emirates every 6 months if they traveled out, but that is no longer needed. It says here's some benefits: an entry visa for 6 months with multiple entries to proceed with residence issuance, a long term renewable residence visa valid for 5 to 10 years, the privilege of not needing a sponsor, the ability to sponsor family and spouses and children, the ability to sponsor an unlimited number of domestic helpers. So if you need like maids, people need to be your cook and stuff, you can bring in as many as you want, I guess, to work for you. The criteria depends on you being an investor, an artist, an entrepreneur. Here in this article, we look at United Arab Emirates Golden Visa through investment. If you invest in an investment fund, you may be granted a golden visa for a period of 10 years without a sponsor. If you have 2 million AED, you can get it. You have to have a commercial license or an industrial license. Your investing capital cannot be less than 2 million AED. I don't know what that is in American dollars. Only invested capital must not be a loan. Proof of medical insurance. Oh. It looks like that'll be a little bit tricky for the medical insurance. If you own property or a group of properties, you may be granted a golden visa for 5 years and it's renewable. And that's going to be kind of it with that. I just wanted to show you that it looks really crypto friendly in the United Arab Emirates. And there's good and bad with any place you live. I just wanted to show you that is could be an option for myself. I I'd have to look at it more. So yeah, I don't do anything with airdrops. So the Everon or Evernote or what, I don't mess with anything at all like airdrop. I didn't even want the flare. I don't even know if I'm getting the flare or not. I'm not concerned. If I don't get rich off my XRP, then so be it. And I think that'll be about it. Yeah. We do not predict pricing or timing. Look, nobody knows prices exactly or timing. So it's just now the rich people do that are running shit, but there's no channel. I don't care how much money you pay. None of these people know shit, all right? holding strong. You got 150-yard Edelron. Good morning, Crypto Hawk. I wanted to share some news. I just learned this AM to your show. I work for a government contractor, IHS. Just sent a notice. They will be switching payment providers to pay suppliers. Interesting. 1970 legend says, good one, catch you on the next one. Definitely will. Peter Tuatara, thanks, Hulk. And hit the like button. This is Crypto Hulk. I'll be looking later on for a show this PM. If I have a show and I find enough news, it'll be at about maybe around 7 o'clock p.m. Might be 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. But that's what we're seeing in the news today in the morning. It's all getting set up. You got JP Morgan working with Apple and Ripple, and they're all getting into it. And again, for the people that just came in late, what's interesting is why JP Morgan wouldn't just have a partnership with Ripple, but they have to leave the country and go to like United Arab Emirates and then join Al Farhad Exchange there. It just doesn't seem right. So I know that there's something going on, like they're hiding stuff. Maybe they're trying to hide a partnership. But it's like when I used to work law enforcement, I'd always catch the people because I'd look at what everybody's doing that's normal, and I'd find the people that are not doing the normal shit. Or I'd find somebody who's out of character. Why is that? Either if I work street patrol, you kind of learn the people in the areas you're working in. You have a beat and you're there, and you kind of know who's the regulars. Who I know who's running shit. I could see it very clearly, and you kind of just let them do their thing unless they're doing something wrong, and then you pull up on them and bring some heat and scare the fuck out of them, or at least hurt their business. And then but same thing when I worked in institutions. So when you got JP Morgan doing some shit like going to the other side of the world, now look at this. You got JP Morgan goes to the other side of the world to join Ripple. It just doesn't make sense. So with that, Toter Gramada is back again. Thank you, big man, for everything. Sure, no problem. Adrian, do you think the USA secretly is involved in this? I've already said before, I've already shown. Ripple is a government agency. It's a temp agency. And that's why these people are private contractors and stuff. There's something going on, all right? But I'm not going to get too much into it more than that. And with that, I got to go. I'll see y'all in my next program, whenever that will be.